Ah, the Twix bar. Chocolatey, caramelly, biscuity goodness, all in a delightful gold wrapper. But why am I telling you this on an airline review? Well, join me on this economy flight and find out why. Or at least, that was the plan. So this morning when I went to print my boarding pass here at T5 in Heathrow, British Airways have done me a favour and upgraded me to World Traveller Plus. So that does kind of change the dynamic of the video somewhat, I guess. So the video now changes to a review of World Traveller Plus. They've put me in a good seat right at the front of World Traveller Plus, 33B. I've flown in World Traveller Plus on the 777 before, but never on the 747, so it's new to me. So let's go and see what it's all about. While we're taking the transit service to the B gates today, let me explain about the Twix. You see, 4 years ago when I last flew with British Airways to New York in economy, the fun-size Twix was the second meal service. I kid you not, it made the headlines. BA, I think, relented, so the plan was to see if the Twix is still alive on board British Airways. So, despite the fact we're today flying in premium economy, let's just go and see if the Twix is still around. And here she is, ladies and gents, the first sight of our 22-year-old 747 that'll take us across the Atlantic to New York today. I'm fairly early today, so I decided to have a quick snack and a tomato juice, minus the vodka, here at the British Airways Galleries Lounge. After that, I decided to go on board what is undoubtedly my favourite aircraft of all time, the 747. First impressions of the premium economy seat on the 747 are really good, and I'm pleased to see that I don't have anybody sat next to me today, or so I thought. It's 4 years since I last flew economy on a 747, and I have to say, this TV is much improved. It's very responsive, and it's also much bigger and clearer than I remember. Bubbles are handed out, and unfortunately it's at this point that my seat neighbour gets into a dispute with the people he sat next to in the middle row. Whilst I peruse today's World Traveller Plus menu, I'm asked at the same time by the flight attendant if I wouldn't mind having this person sat next to me. It was clear that he wasn't going to be happy sat where he was with the family, so can't really argue with that. You win some, you lose some. Today's menu though does look good, and I opt for the chicken curry. More on that later. She's no spring chicken anymore, clearly, but the 747, she's a trusty old bird. After takeoff, it's a small bottle of wine and these rather nice pretzels before lunch. And then I choose to watch this very predictable film. I'm actually quite hungry now, and lunch is served, so let's dive in. It's really bumpy as lunch is served, ladies and gents, so I'll forgive the presentation. And there you go. Very nice. Finished every morsel. Followed by a coffee, a mini magnum, a glass of orange, and then a trip to the toilet. Everything is very functional in here, still looks as good as new, but it's very noisy. It's really noisy in this World Traveller Plus toilet cabin. I don't know what it is. It might be the suction system for the vacuum system for the sink. I'm not sure, but it's really noisy. Anyway, everything's going well. We're about halfway across the Atlantic now. About 3.5 hours to go. Lunch was really good. The flight attendants have been really attentive. We've just had a mid-flight ice cream, a Magnum, and an orange juice. So far so good. Clearly, you know, the old bird's not as young as she used to be, but there you go. Still my favourite aircraft in the sky. And apologies again for the noise. It's so noisy in here. Settling in, it's time to talk to my Earthling friends, so I choose a Wi-Fi package. And very impressed at the speed. And I have a discussion via Messenger with my friends Sam and Dan, fellow enthusiasts. And I'm able to reschedule the delivery of my new GoPro. I'm sure there are better uses for decent speed Wi-Fi, but not while I'm sat on an aircraft. And the good old in-flight map. I have on previous flights sat literally for hours watching this. I do find it quite soothing. What is wrong with me? It's nearly time for the second flight snack, and of course, what was supposed to be the highlight of this video. Alas, not a Twix in sight, or in fact any other fun-sized chocolate bar. It's a pizza slice, and very tasty. Does somebody know? We're not far from landing now, and I have to say, everything about today's flight has been top-notch. Once again, it's British Airways at its very best. So the guy sat next to me, who was the person who really didn't want to sit near the family earlier, he's been asleep for the last 7 hours, haven't heard anything from him. I presume he's okay. Stay with me till the end, enjoy the landing, and I'll come back to you when I'm in the TWA hotel. So I'm in my hotel room now at the TWA hotel at JFK. I'm very excited to get out and explore, so I'll keep this review really brief. So what did I like about the British Airways flight today? Well, clearly, as you saw from the video, the first thing was really positive was I got upgraded to World Traveller Plus. Now originally I booked it in economy, but selected a really good seat at the front of the cabin, 39H, which is my preferred economy seat when travelling long haul. Actually, it was, they put me into 33B, which is at the front of World Traveller Plus, and it was really good. The seat was very comfortable, and the 8 hours just flew by really quickly. Slight delay pushing back from Heathrow this morning. They didn't really explain why that was, but it's probably just the usual Heathrow congestion. Cabin crew worked really hard, and pleased to say, no Twix bar in sight. So the first meal service, I went for the chicken, as you saw, which was really good. Really, the chicken crew is excellent. Lots of free wine, plenty of drinks rounds, and then we got a nice little pizza slice about an hour before we landed here at JFK. And of course, you know, the 747 is still my favourite aircraft to fly on, the Queen of the Sky. But she's showing her age now. Clearly, like me, she's getting a bit older, but clearly, like me, retains the classic lines, and well, you'll be the judge of that, of course. So overall, top marks. It really was British Airways at the very best. If it's like that every time, then it's great. And I have to say, in the last 200 flights I've had with BA, I've had one which wasn't so great, and you'll have seen that in a previous video, but today was really good, really good. And Thursday I'm flying back in Club World, 64K on the upper deck of the 747, so do look out for that video in the future. It'll be out not too soon after this one, or before this one. So I'll see you on the next video, and don't forget to look out for the TWA hotel video as well. That'll be coming very soon.